upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark in Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on last year's national champion, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock.
Let's go. Let's get it going with the season opener. We start off at home against Illinois, the national champions. You know what I'm saying? We can say that now. We the national champions, defending national champions. And we're going to start off our season at home against Illinois. You know it's a sold-out arena, and y'all know that parade in Delaware. The parade in Newark, Delaware was super lit. But now it's a new season. We got a new quarterback. Ibrahim won the quarterback competition. He's starting as a freshman red shirt. Canada's back, of course. Our offensive line is a little bit improved. Still not the greatest, but it is a little bit improved. And we definitely got a lot of wide receiver targets. We got Man, he's starting in the slot right now. We got Group, he's starting as the other wide receiver too. And y'all know Bogger has came back for another year. We're going to check it down to Cross. He made an impact a lot in the second half of the year, was definitely an impact player on that championship team. And that's another first down for their Hens. Hens fans is showing up in masses now. All the Hens fans, all of Delaware is definitely showing up for all our home games. And we get to start off the season at home as the defending national champions. You know, but now that we got past success, y'all know the expectations for Delaware has risen. Everybody want to know, can Delaware do it again? Was it only a one-season fluke? Was this a fluke, or is this a dynasty in the making? We got to show them that this is a dynasty in the making. It wasn't just a one-year thing, but Illinois able to get to Canada. He's destined to have a great year this year, too. The offensive line is a little bit upgraded. And, you know, really we got a lot of options on the receivers, too, so we're not going to be one-dimensional. Ibrahim really has more of a rocket on him than Boyd had. Boyd was really more of a running quarterback. You know, we really was able to cater the offense to Boyd's strengths. We wasn't even throwing deep passes like that, but with Ibrahim, we could really throw the deep pass, and we looking in the pocket right now. I'm going to just throw this check down, but it might be enough for a first. It's going to bring up a decision already, 4th and inches for the Hens. I think I'm going to just give the ball to the Heisman from last year, Canada. See if he can get enough for the first down. It's not going to be enough. Illinois is trying to play spoiler for this homecoming for Delaware. We done won the national championship, and look, Illinois, hey, taking care of business. They get a touchdown out of the turnover. I'm telling y'all, hey, this is a new season for a reason. We can't get too complacent. We can't talk about, success last year's in the past, and we try to throw a deep pass to Bogger, and they're not going for that. I still always be forgetting that Bogger is only a midget. He's like 5'8". You know, sometimes he can't get past some of the taller defenders. I'm looking in the pocket again. Ibrahim, he's actually getting some pressure from Illinois, and that's going to be incomplete again. Another 3rd and long. Delaware is showing a lot of signs of being sluggish to start off this season. I'm looking in the pocket. Ibrahim looking again. He throw it deep, and it's caught. It's caught a first down. Delaware gets bailed out, and we keep the drive going. I know the offense didn't want to see. I know the crowd didn't want to see the offensive drive stall out again. I give it to Canada, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only able to get a couple of yards out of that. 2nd and 7 again, and I ain't gonna lie, we got to establish the run game. We definitely got to establish the run game. We have a Heisman winner from last year, and hold on, he might have a seam. He might get a couple of yards, enough for a first down. It is really his longest rush of the day. Finally able to get a seam. Finally, the offensive line was blocking, and we might actually run it again. See if we can establish some dominance in the run game. I do the play action. Ibrahim gets enough for a first down. He's not trying to slide. You know what I'm saying? Ibrahim, he's way taller than Boyd. Ibrahim probably about 6'5". Boyd was probably about only a 6 foot. He was probably like a Kyle Murray out there. He was like Kyle Murray out there. I throw it up, and he almost was able to catch it. Man was almost able to get a touchdown. Try to get a head tap. But, yeah, Ibrahim, way taller quarterback than Boyd. At 6'5", he's almost like Josh Allen out there. He's sitting in the pocket. He just throws it, and Canada's able to make a catch. He's not going to be stopped. He was a Heisman for a reason last year, And he's showing why this year is the same. It's more of the same from the Kenna Heisman. More of the same for Kenna Heisman and more of the same for Delaware. Able to finally get on the board. It took some time. The new team and with the new quarterback, it takes some time to get used to, but with the offense is finally working. Ibrahim was able to just sit there. Actually, that was really all candidate. Makes the catch. 29, he's getting the weight room, and that's a house call. House call for Delaware. And then we end up kicking it to Illinois, and they can't do nothing with it. I ain't gonna lie, the offense is finally able to get it rolling in that drive. I do the sprint out, but they've been able to play this good, but that's what a pass. What a pass from the freshman. A dime. I didn't even think he was gonna be able to make that pass. And that's another first down for the Hens. I'm showing y'all how this offense can look different. That was a nice play from the defensive end, but this offense definitely looks different from last year. Ibrahim can make some of the passes that Boyd might have not been able to make. But the Illinois has been playing this run defense pretty good. For all the teams that Kennedy absolutely dismantled in the run game last year during that historic playoff run we had, Illinois has definitely done control this line of scrimmage, but Ibrahim just overthrows him. Man was wide open. We're going to have to punt it. All right, we've definitely been struggling with Illinois' run defense. We have only really had that one rush by Kennedy where he got about like 15, but that was the only real play that we done had trying to get a run game going in the second half. We definitely got to make some adjustments, but that's how every season opener is. And for us to have a season opener at the crib, we definitely got to deliver. But let's see, we're going to try out a new play right here. We doing a wheel route, and we got a drag to the tight end. And Cross, he's definitely more improved than last year. Cross has definitely been one of the most developed players that we done had. Came to the program as like a 3-star. He worked his way up the depth chart, and now he's actually getting some badges. He's no longer a brown shirt. That's a dime by Ibrahim. Ibrahim, actually, that's actually what we're going to call him, Ibrahim. Throwing a pass like that, he might be Ibrahim. I'm looking in the pocket again. Hold on, I might just run it with Ibrahim. Get a couple yards with Ibrahim, and that's another first down. Let's see if we can get something going before the half. Let's see if we can really tie this game up before the half. I don't know how good this kicker is for this year. We got to see if he's able to kick a 50 or 40 yard, if he's capable of kicking a 50 or 40 yarder, but I'll try to throw for the wheel route. And I was really going for a Hail Mary at that time. Let's see if we can just try to pick up some more yards, get into field goal range, give this field goal kicker a chance. I'm going to reliable. I'm going to the drag under. I'll throw it to the drag this time, and that's enough for a first down. We still got all 3 timeouts left. That's really what I should have did in the last play, but I was going for the Hail Mary. But let's see if we get in the field goal range, tie this game up before halftime. I ain't gonna lie, the way Illinois is playing, they might be a ranked team soon. They playing the defending champs like this, but that's enough for a first down. I'm gonna call a timeout, and this should be a gimme field goal right here. This is definitely a gimme. We at the crib. There should be no problem. Should be no problem at all. Let's go ahead and tie this game up before halftime. We get the ball coming out at halftime, and now we got a chance to extend the lead. But, yeah, we definitely needed that field goal. Knowing that we get ball out of halftime, we definitely can make some adjustments, but we just needed to go into this game tied up. It's like a new, fresh slate. The first half don't matter no more. Now we got to come out with efficiency in the second half. Candidate got to have a better game. Ibrahim, he's actually had a good game. But Candidate just needs more touches. Let's see, I do the play action. I'm going to the tight end again, and he's able to catch it. I don't even think that was the tight end. That was Maine. He almost looked like a tight end on that route. But that's Maine, the new slot receiver, replacing Thomas. Y'all know Thomas left. If y'all watch the schedule release, Thomas left, hit the transfer portal. In the schedule release, I showed y'all all the players that left. I showed y'all all the players that we recruited. We definitely got some new additions. Group was one of the new additions. On wide receiver, he's the wide receiver too. In Maine, he's a slot receiver now, replacing Thomas. I throw a crazy pass, and he absolutely got flipped. Throw a crazy pass, and we end up almost sending Group to ER. He almost got sent to the ER, but 3rd and 5. Let's go ahead. I don't like how they pressing like this. I don't like that they pressing like this. I go for the deep shot, and that's picked off. I thought he was going to be able to catch up to it, and that's picked off. It's Illinois. Hey, got the defending champs on the ropes right now. Is Illinois really like that for real? Is Illinois, do we really got to put more respect on Illinois' name? Illinois trying to make a name for themselves. And that's what we should have told Delaware. Hey, after you win the national champion, we not the 100 no more. We're the 100. Teams like this are trying to make a name for themselves. Illinois, they know that we done got all the spotlight right now. Delaware, or how much we done rebuild this team. You know, we're the number one team now. Even though we got number 7, that they actually kind of honing us right now. They got us as number 7. We really the number one team because we get the defending national champions. You know, the AP poll means nothing. We got to be prepared for teams like this. Illinois, they try to make a name. They want to be known too. They want to get some spotlight as well. So we got to go ahead. We got to play every team our best. We do a new little play right here just to keep the defense honest, but there's another 3rd and long. Let's see what we got going. I might do the play action again, or I might throw it deep. Let's see what type of coverage they play. I'm sending it in. I'll just throw it to the drag route, but that's enough for a first down. Group able to make something happen in the Hens, keep the offense on the field. We definitely didn't want to have another 3 and out. We was going through it. This game is getting later and later. It's getting into the 4th quarter. Illinois is still fighting with us. We throw it to Kennedy. Hold on. Kennedy get a couple yards. Kennedy has not been as much of a factor, and he's really dealing with an injury. We might have to take him out. Let Page the backup. Y'all know we got him in the transfer portal. I don't know. Did we get him in transfer portal or was it recruiting? I can't really remember. I remember he was part of the schedule release, though. But it was either transfer portal or recruiting. We was able to get him. I throw a dime with Ibrahim, and nobody's at where man's at. And he's going to take this all the way for a first down and a 1st and goal. All the way to the red zone at the 3. Ibrahim was just patient in the pocket and was able to deliver to a pass to man, and the Hens is starting to find some groove offensively. They really try to get another score right here. We're the defending national champions. We got to show them why we're the defending national champions. We can't be coming into this game nonchalant at all whatsoever. Delaware fans is as hyped as they could ever be. We throw a slant, he dropped it. Hit him straight in the hands, and he drops it, and that was going to be 3rd and goal. I'm going back to the run game. We're just going to try to get a touchdown with the run game. I'll give it a Page because Kennedy's injured, and he only get about 1 yard. I'm definitely going for it. There's no way I'm settling for 3 here. I'd have had enough with Illinois. Illinois is playing like national championship contenders. They should have been ranked to start this season off. But let's go ahead. I got a play in mind. Let's see if we can get it off. I think I'm going back to the run game. They don't really have no stars in the trenches, but these defensive tackles that they have are acting like stars in the trenches, and they stop us on 4th down. And now I'm going to have to play the full game. This is getting out of hand. Illinois got us on upset alert already to start this year off. I'm looking in the pocket, but wait, are they pressing? Can he catch up to the pass? He's able to catch up to the pass. Barger keeps Delaware on the field, gets another first down for the Hens. Finally, explosive play for the Hens. Let's go ahead and play this full game, man. We've been on upset alert for too long in this game. We've been playing around for too long in this game, and now the Hens got to put pedal to the metal. They got to put really 2 feet on the gas pedal. Let's go ahead and get a couple yards. Page has really been stepping up now that Kennedy's been out. He's the new backup, and now he's injured. Damn. He's injured too. Now we're on the 3rd string running back. This is getting out of hand. This is not the start the Hens wanted for, but Ibrahim able to call his own number. Let the band play for the Hens. Let's go. Really, this is the first let the band play for the Hens in the new season. Hens finally get the lead. We've been playing around with Illinois for too long. Hey, the Hens fans was getting frustrated. They didn't understand that, it's a lot of adjustments that had to be made. It's a new season. This is a quality team. Illinois is no pushover. No, so we definitely had to make some adjustments. But Ibrahim, is good to see. Ibrahim, the future of the Hens, able to get a touchdown right there. Kennedy got injured on that drive, but Ibrahim showing y'all why he was the most highly recruited player that Delaware has gotten so far. 4-star quarterback. We don't really get a lot of 4 stars and 5 stars right now. Even though we don't win a national championship, we just really now started getting 4 stars. I don't know if it's because a lot of people don't want to play in a cold state like Delaware. I don't understand it. But, we done made the most out of the 3 stars that we done had. Their quarterback can run, but damn, I don't know if he wants to keep running against a defense like this. Y'all know how grimy the Hens get, and we got the black and blue unis on. So y'all know we super grimy right now. We got the black uniforms on at the crib. It's a blackout. It's a blackout. Let's see if he can make a mistake. He's not. He's actually going to pull it down. He's getting some yards, and he slides. He makes sure he doesn't get hit. But, hey, that was a great decision because if he would have threw it in coverage, it definitely would have been the other way. Let's see what 13 can do. We got to mix up the coverages on him. We got to let him make a mistake. He just sitting in the pocket. He just going to take the check down. And the receivers out there making moves. But, hey, now that we a national championship team, this stadium pulse should be more. Y'all see we finally getting some more stadium pulse. We got a lot of fans showing up for these games now. That's an easy first down. They didn't have enough on the line, and they just able to easily get a first down right like that. That's pretty unacceptable. I can't believe we out here giving this much of a running game to Illinois like this. In 36, he's trying to really continue this trend, getting a couple yards out of that. And you see El Patron, he on the sideline. He not going for none of that. He like the new Natty. The stadium post is rising right now. The fans are starting to get into this game. They know we need some of the stadium posts. We got to survive this upset alert, and that's a dime. Number 13 trying to up his draft stock from this game. He knew this was going to be a nationally televised game. He said he knew that the whole country was going to be watching this. So he's really trying to show that he really could be like that. He's trying to really feed his family out here. But the 2nd and 3, stadium pulse for Delaware is rising. Stadium pulse. Hold on. Stadium pulse. Let's see what they can do with the stadium pulse. And we get into there. We get it behind the line of scrimmage. Finally, the pressure is getting home. Let's go. 36. He don't even want to get up from the ground. Stadium pulse. Hold on. We got a lot of stadium pulse now. I don't know what I did with the camera angle. Hold on. Here we go. That's a good tackle. That's a good tackle. They're going to have to make a decision. 4th and 5 right here. This is the ball game. This is the ball game right here, fellas. 4th and 5. Stadium pulse right now. I'm going to call the timeout. I don't like the coverage. I don't like the coverage. I felt like we was going to give up a big play right there. I did not like the coverage. But stadium pulse is up to a maximum. This is probably the loudest Delaware game we done had so far. We never had to use this much stadium pulse to get out of a game like this. 13 makes the right decision, and the takedown man is able to catch it. He just continued this game. Hold on. I think they probably going to take it to the 2-minute warning, but Illinois continues the game. They going to snap it one more time, get a couple yards out of that. Illinois is really putting us on upset alert. They're trying to tie this game right here, trying to go to overtime with the defending national champions in their first game of the season. First game of the season for the defending national champions. I hope, but not every game is like this. An absolute nail-biter in the first game of the year. They throw it. A check down, that ain't going to be enough for nothing. 3rd and 5 right here. The crowd got to bring the stadium pulse. It need to sound like Death Valley in here. It need to sound like kneeling in here. We don't win a Natty championship, so now our stadium pulse got to go up. Let's see what he's going to do. He's like a statue in the pocket. He's not making the decision, but he's actually going to run it. Let the band play for the Illinois. They tie the game up with the defending national champions with under 2 minutes to go. We get the ball one more time. I don't want this game to go into overtime. I feel like Illinois has some luck on their side because we wasn't taking this game as seriously as we should have. Illinois is taking full advantage of the opportunity. Definitely taking full advantage of the opportunity. Delaware has definitely came out sluggish after winning a national championship. But, we got a new quarterback. He's only a freshman red shirt. Canada going to have to get back in the game right here. We got to go ahead. This is clutch time. And Ibrahim can't find nobody. He just throws it away. Our pass protection wasn't able to hold up at all. And Ibrahim just has to throw it away. I hope this ain't a problem we got to deal with this whole year. I know last year with the Blue Hens, we had to deal with that even though we won the national championship. I hope this don't plague us this year. Ibrahim just sits in the pocket. He's just going to throw it to the most reliable option. Kennedy able to make a play when it matters, able to get us a first down. And now we can really just go ahead and try to see if we can get a field goal to win this game, get out of this upset alert, unfazed, without an L on our name. We don't want to make a mistake right here. We throw the drag route right here, and that's another first down. We just really need a field goal out of this. We don't need to go ahead and get the field goal. I just got to get up out of here with a win. We got to end up in the win column. Illinois definitely came to play. We throw it to Cross right here. That's enough for a first down. We're trying to set up for this game-winning touchdown, and Illinois knows it. That's why they making sure they use their timeouts. They got 2 more timeouts right now. They're trying to stop us from getting another first down and pretty much just being able to kick like a 20-yarder for the win. Kennedy gets a seam. He gets a seam, takes it all the way to the 4. Illinois only got 1 more timeout. They decide to use their timeout right there. Kennedy's still a little bit injured, as y'all can see, but first and goal at the 4. I'm just going to run it right here. I know Illinois is really just trying to give us the touchdown because they know we just going to run the clock out and probably kick a field goal. So they probably just going to give us the touchdown right here. Yeah, it looked like they're not even playing defense for real. I really should have just ran the ball. They probably would have just gave me the touchdown. But that's better. Illinois uses their last timeout, second and goal, to see how much time we could waste. We could really just, sneak it twice and see if we get stopped right here, just waste the time. But really, they might try to give us a touchdown like that, and they do. They give us a touchdown like that. I had a feeling they was just going to give us a touchdown like that so they can have some type of time. They got 54 seconds, so we can't celebrate too early, but Delaware might be able to avoid the upset. Illinois has definitely come to play. They trying to make a name for themselves this year. They probably y'all got to watch out for Illinois later down the line in this season. We try to kick it. Oh my goodness, he almost blocks the extra point. Damn, nobody even attempted to block him. This practice for this next upcoming week or this next upcoming game is definitely going to have to be better because the way we playing right now, we could definitely be put on upset alert. And y'all know we played James Madison early in the year. So right now they know if they can play their best game, they watching this game, they know that they have a chance to get a field rush moment if they play their best game against Delaware. Y'all know how close that game always is. And we got them really next up on the schedule. But let's go ahead. The Stadium Pulse is A1. He just going for the Hail Mary all of a sudden. And it's caught. It's caught. Our quarterback doesn't get back. He doesn't look at the ball, and it's caught. He just throws up a prayer. Oh, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. The voodoo magic is on Illinois' side. They're just gonna snap it. He just threw up a prayer. He didn't even think the quarterback didn't even think he was gonna catch it. He threw up an absolute prayer. The Stadium Post needs to be rocking. Hey, Delaware again on their heels defensively. They throwing up prayers, and they're definitely being answered. He throws it to the check down. Let's get a tackle inbounds. They don't have no more timeouts. They can't stop the clock. 3rd and 4. They need a touchdown too. So that's also another variable. They need a touchdown too. 13 sitting in the pocket. He just takes the check down. I don't know why would you take a check down in that situation. He's tripping. 4th and inches. You definitely don't take a check down in that situation. They have no timeouts to stop the clock, and now 10 seconds that are already wasted. Poor clock management by the Illinois. That should have been picked off, and he throws another check down. They might not be able to get a playoff right here. 5, 4, 3, 2. It might be not be another. Oh, he gets one more playoff. 13. What do you got? He just throws another check down. He absolutely. I don't know what he was doing at the end of the game. Poor clock management. They actually had a chance to beat the defending national champions, but the Hens was able to prevail, able to do enough to get a win. It was not the prettiest win, but it was a win. Ibrahim had himself a pretty good game for his first game at the office. Had himself a rushing touchdown, a couple passing touchdowns. Kennedy was a little bit injured. The running game definitely got to be a factor against James Madison. James Madison's next up on the schedule. The Pilgrim Bowl's next up on the schedule. It's going to be even more hyped than this game.